Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's been a while since I did an income report. The last one was in July because I totally went off track in August and I missed that income report. And actually, if you look back at previous income reports, I actually missed out August last year as well. So that shows you that clearly I go completely off track in August. So today I'm going to be doing a double income report and I'm going to share with you what I made in August and September on KDP. And then I'm also going to compare that to last year in 2021. And then on top of that, I will include ad spend and expenses and just have a chat really about anything out of the ordinary that may have happened during the last couple of months. So how were August and September for me? Well, August and September turned out to be the lowest months of the year for me. Last year it was July and August, and this year it was September and August. The reason why I think September was lower was actually that last year I had a big order of a particular book on one day, and that particular day I made over $700. This book that wasn't a massive seller, so that book did not sell tons this September. It was a kind of a random freak day, which does happen to me sometimes, where you get this kind of massive orders for a particular book and out of the blue. So that did not happen this year. So the USA was higher this September and the UK was around $1,000 less than it was last September. And that's because that was where I made this big bulk order. So it kind of just correlates to that. I think that's what put it properly out of kilter. So there were a couple of surprises in August and September. The main thing was that a couple of books started selling that I published a while back. One I published in October 2021 and it sold 19 copies in August and 60 copies in September. And it still hasn't stopped. It's continued to make sales. It hasn't got any reviews either. So this is just the fact that it keeps making sales, and so Amazon is making it more visible on the platform. And just really hoping that as Q4 is here, that it'll gain some reviews. There was also another book I published in March 2022, so not that long ago, but it hadn't sold a single copy, and I couldn't run ads to that book. So I was purely relying on organic sales and traffic, didn't get anything at all. It was just nothing. And then all of a sudden, I sold 4 copies in September in the USA, 2 more so far in October. So it's possible that that book might start taking off as well. So it just goes to show that some books really can randomly start selling organically without any reviews, without ads, even in a fairly competitive area. If somebody likes your cover and likes the look of your book, then you've still got a chance of making sales no matter what. So I'm just going to start in August. In August 2022, I made approximately $4,615 and my highest day was $320. The lowest day was $96. And then the second highest day was $213. And then I'm just going to compare that to 2021. So in 2021, I made 4,380, with the highest day being 208 and the lowest 101. So as you can see, it was less than a few $100 different, really. It was very, very, very similar. So I'm just going to look at September as well. So September in 2022, I made 5,184, with the highest day being 487. That was a bit of a bulk order day for one particular book. And then the second highest was 421. And then there were lots of smaller days, including the lowest day, which was $107. And then in comparison to the previous September, I made $5,800. So with the highest day being 769. So like I said, that 769 day was of one book pretty much, not much else. The lowest day was $91 and the second highest day was $386. Ads were nothing particularly special, but they were all right. I didn't spend that much at all actually in the US or in Canada, even though those were the more profitable ones. I spent more in the UK, much more. The UK has been really hard for me personally for ads. I've just been, it's just been all over the place, and I've been trying to kind of bring it down, but In general, it always ends up being a little bit unprofitable. Anyway, I will show you my ad spend. So I'm just on my blog just to show you the results from the ads just quickly. If you want to check it out directly, I'll leave a link below. But this just shows that in August, the Canadian ads were around $46, Canadian dollars that is, and the ACOS was 21%, USA $67, 25%, and the UK was £104 and 27% ACOS. So as you can kind of tell, for me, because I do have a 20% VAT charge on top, for me 27% is too high, so that's not profitable for me, whereas these are about okay. This has been the case with the UK for a while, though it's been kind of slightly off. Canada has tended to be the best overall, possibly because there is lower competition on there. You might want to try it if you haven't already. I have found things worked pretty well on there, including the Lotto campaign, which I've talked about in the previous income reports. That's worked the best in Canada overall and the worst in the UK. In September with the ads, I did 46 Canadian dollars, 22% ACOS, $35 in the USA, like hardly anything because I switched a bunch off that weren't really performing that well and they kind of went a bit crazy. So I decided they weren't really working. And the ACOS was 21%, which is good. The UK, I spent £145, so quite a bit more, and the ACOS was 30%. So again, this was unprofitable, but not a crazy amount. So I'm not really bothered, especially as the other two were lower. So overall, it kind of balances out. I'm expecting this month will be even higher with the ACOS because I am trying to run ads to this new book that I've got that is really high a cost per click. It's a really competitive niche, and I know I'm going to be just prepared to spend some money to try and get those initial sales. Like I said, I do get a 20% VAT charge on top, and that's because I'm in the UK, and they also have that in other countries. You just have to be aware of that and add that into your ACOS if you're trying to get a break-even ACOS, because that's going to affect it. So my total ad spend for August was around $219, and then I have 20% VAT. So in total, the ad spend was around $263. And then the total ad spend in September was around $234 plus VAT, which was around $281 in total. My main other expenses for KDP are just the tools, which I always say are around $100 a month at the moment. And I link to all of those below this video. The profit in August was around $4,200, and in September the profit was around $4,800. So for the lowest months of the year, obviously that's really good, and I'm more than happy with that. So let me know how you are doing, how August has been, how September is, just how you are in general, how things are going with KDP. I'd love to know. And obviously, thank you for watching. Thank you for getting this far. If you actually made it to the end of the video, amazing. Congratulations to you. I will be creating some other videos soon. So please do subscribe and, hit the like button if you liked it because it does help. And I will speak to you again very soon.